All right, welcome back to my channel, Fear of the Northman. I'm getting ready to get into the gym, get a lift on. I missed yesterday, going to try to make it up for today. But I wanted to do a real quick video. A friend of mine just let me know that she started a business. I'm super excited for her. It's kind of strange, but not that I matter. But anytime someone tells me they're taking that step out, where they're stepping out in entrepreneurship, or however that plays out, whether rentals or, paying down debt faster, whatever. Excuse me. I always just feel like such a great sense of pride. And it's funny because it's like, no, they're not my family or anything, but it's exciting. Anyways, it got me thinking. I've run into people who have been hesitant to start a business and or ask for business. All because they feel like someone else is doing what they're doing already. Maybe that other business is a little more established, maybe has even a better product or a better service, whatever the case may be. And my encouragement to that person is what I'm going to say to you now. Don't choose for someone else whether they're going to go with you or not. Don't rob them of their yes or their no concerning you. One of the greatest privileges that we have as human beings is our conscious ability to say yes or no to a business or a person or a product that interests us. When you are afraid to approach the individual or the business with your product and your service because you tell yourself, oh, they're just going to say no. They don't want me. They got someone better. They don't want to work with me. When you make that choice in your mind, you're actually robbing the possible customer of their choice, of their free will concerning you. Never mind the fact that you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Never mind that. Let's be egalitarian, if you will. You're taking from that individual their choice, their right to say yes or no to you. Don't do that. Always think of yourself as someone who's worthy to be in the market. Even if you don't have everything figured out. Trust me, guys, I don't have everything figured out. A lot of the stuff I'm learning as I go. I learned a valuable lesson 2 or 3 weeks ago doing a tree job. How to process my business better, how to use my labor better when I have it, et cetera, et cetera. So, don't allow yourself to take away their choice. Pitch your idea, pitch your business. Guys, a lot of this stuff concerning people choosing to go with you is based on the quality that you do and the price. But really a lot of times it's feel like, hey, I like this person. They seem genuine. They seem honest. Their price is reasonable. I'm gonna choose to go with them. That's something that we can do, regardless really of our status in the community, regardless really of our business acumen or how much experience we have. Just put it out there and let people decide for themselves whether they're going to go with you or not. Let people decide for themselves. This principle actually works really well too. If you're in corporate America or you're an employee, go do job searches. If something interests you, go interview for it. Let them tell you no. Don't tell yourself no. Don't tell yourself you're not qualified. That's insane. Let them tell you no. Let me tell you how I got my business started. When I first started making extra money years ago, my dad and my brothers, we would paint house numbers on curbs. I still do it. But when I first started my business to make extra cash, I would just walk around in neighborhoods and knock on doors, say, hey, my name is Zach Norris. I'm painting house numbers on curbs. It helps emergency vehicles find your home better because the address is right there on the curb. It's very visible. Yada, yada, yada. Whatever the pitch was. Anyhow. Guys, there were so many houses that I did where not only was there a huge house number, right, on the house itself, very visible, but they also had one of those little green signs that reflected light at night, and they said, absolutely, here's $15, paint my number on my curb. There were other houses that I did where there was no number at all. Sometimes the houses that didn't have any address, it had fallen off their mailbox or there was nothing in the house, they said, no, I don't need that. People don't need to know where I live. Just crazy stuff. But there were often times where I'd be walking up to a house and I would see they had their house number plastered everywhere, and I would tell myself, man, they're not going to buy. But knock on the door anyways. You never know. And a lot of times, guys, they would say, yeah, absolutely, we want it. $15, please pay my house number on the curb there. They didn't even really need it. Their house number was more than visible already. They had the reflective green sign. They got the number on the house. It's on the mailbox. But they wanted it. Guys, if I were to tell myself, no, they don't want it, they don't need it, I'm not knocking on the door, I would have missed out not only for me on $15, but I would have taken away their right to make a choice concerning their property, their house number, their curb. And I know that maybe sounds a little ridiculous, but never take away a person's right to choose. Never do that concerning working with you and concerning using your business. Never assume they're going to say no. Don't do it. If it's not reason enough for you that you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, if that's not enough of a reason for you, be egalitarian, be a humanitarian. Don't take someone's right to choose away from them. How dare you? How dare you? Don't take away their right to choose. Give them the opportunity to choose you. If you've liked the content, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. If you hated it, send it to your greatest arch rival, your greatest enemy. Let's go.